Now again, you don't see micromanagement here. Yes, she said on her own, but we are not micromanaging this. Be careful with reinforcing at the same place more than once. Random reinforcement is the key. It really doesn't help when you do this that way. Try not to hurry. Kind of look good in there between the toes and stuff. She's a hairy beast. Okay, you need to be able to see it. Very good. Another eye just the same way. Good. And front paws, little move her forward if I, there you go. There you go. I just need to see because we're gonna cut a couple nails. The two that is best. You don't need to be doing this, just cut the nails. And usually like doing that. Couple nails is good, and if you do a couple nails every day, you're pretty much done. Okay, just grab that. Oh, there you go. There you go. And look at the bottom of the paw too. Just as much as you can see. Don't put it, uncomfortable, but make sure you can see all of that. All right, and look at her belly, so scratch her down when she turns around. Hopefully, you don't have to, yeah, there you go. Just scratch her down and look at her belly. There you go. Between the front feet as well. Just look at all the dog. Alrighty. Excellent. You're done. Stormy. Hi, Stormy. Okay. Hug. 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 Come on, hug. Food.
Good. No. No. Down.
Over.
Good.
Over. Over. Food.
Good.
Around. Around. Around.
Good.
Down. Food.
No.
Down. That's what you need to say. Remind the dog what you're doing. It's a puppy and it's a high environment. Hug. Go hug. Go hug. No. Hug. Food. No. Hug. Didn't say you can come off.
No. Down.
Good. Food. Buzz off. Buzz off. Come. Good job. Around. 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 Over. Good. Perfect. Down. Food. It's really treats, but it's a code word for food. Okay. Around. Hug. Hug. No hug. Food. Over. Over. Good. And you can release the puppy. Now, this boundary should be done at every outdoor. I know you have a lot, I think. However, it's going to save you a whole lot of aggravation. So, meaning that she's not allowed to cross that. For us, it's a step down over there, so it's not really the door line. For us, it's she needs to step down in order to get in trouble. So we also, as you can see, we don't micromanage it. We don't tell her sit, stay, down, whatever. All we do is we open the door and walk out. That's all we do. And the reason for that is because you want the dog to stop on its own and not being micromanaged, because if something happens, let's say you shut the door but it didn't really get shut and it opens with a wind or whatever, you don't want a dog to blow through it because nobody was there to tell him sit and stay and do whatever. Yes, there's a fly there, and we are very much interested in that fly. Anyway, she can do whatever the heck she wants except one thing. She cannot get down to, off that step. That's all she can. Sometimes it's the door line that you put the line on. Sometimes if there's no lines of any kind, you can literally put a electric tape and make that a line or whatever. So we just don't like them to step down, and it's been done to every door we have. So every door that leads out. Now she thinks that she's on a stay. That's why she released her. Sometimes when she stays too long, then that's what happens.
Down. Good.
Half the time trying not to say down, see if she does it on her own. It's been pretty much automatic. There you go.
Good.
She actually goes down before you even tell her, so stop saying anything.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Good.
And what she's reinforcing and not reinforcing is a buddy position. So the straighter she lays down, then and less touching you, then more treats she gets. And when you slow down, she's right now trying to go. So Natalie needs to walk properly. Natalie walks slow, so that's why the dog is confused.
Yep.
And that's much better self-explanatory. So, but you know, you will walk any other way. So it's for her to figure out when you kind of stop, you stop. When you slow down, she just needs to slow down. But as of right now, we work too much on the downs, so we try to be for that to become a default every time you stop.
Nice. Okay. Nice. Okay.
We have two woodpeckers. Two woodpeckers. Look at them. Two of them.
Okay. Nice.
Don't hurry to back to her.
Okay. Nice.
So normally we would be not caring if she pops up on a place to get a treat. However, that's one of her problems, that anytime that we have, any kind of downstay or anything else, the second you come up, she just pops up. So we really need to work on this. So even though the place does not require down, I do not want a reinforcement to move, the movement towards you. So really creates a lot of popping up and for no reason at all. So let her just learn that she cannot just pop up towards you just to get a treat.
Okay. Good girl. Yeah, very good girl.
Now, before she closed the crate, she should have given a treat, but she didn't. But feel free to do it, because she allowed you perfectly normal to take all the equipment out and do all that. I know in the house you don't practice that, but I would with the leash and stuff, because it's exciting for the dog and it brings the more excitement. And she will need to wear equipment later on, so you will still have to put the equipment on before she comes out, and take the equipment out when she comes in the crate. So all that practicing is all good. And the way you set up, you can just ask her to down or sit while you're putting the equipment before your front door. We're gonna put the place somewhere there, just so you're able to send her there. We'll just figure that out as in the class. Who's the baby girl? Who is the baby girl? Good. Who's the baby girl? Look at her. Whee! Oh, what a good baby. Are you good baby? Are you good baby? Now, it's easier for her not to look at me and not to get in trouble, so that's exactly what she's doing. Because if she doesn't look at me, then it's not fair. Right? Who's the baby? Who's the baby? Who's the baby? Oh, I love you too. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. And you guys have to do it with each other and all the family members and close friends, because if you're not going to make it that way, and right now I'm on the floor on her level, so it's really hard for her, but that's exactly what needs to be. You're a good girl. And eventually she will be looking at the other person, the ones who actually was here. when she started. So, I know. Good. Very good. Very good girl. Very good baby, baby, baby. And in the first couple days, it will be really hard. And then if it becomes a routine, you will win big time because she's gonna go every time that there is a. I don't remember if you have a bell or it's a knock on the door, but um, every you know every place is that you're going to introduce her to, she's going to react on it. It's not even the place that you will have to say later on. She's smart. She's very much smarty pants. Right. Good baby. And usually, once she is, that's a double treating, so you shouldn't be treating her when you let her go. And if she wants to stay in the place, because Natalie is really, really, really easy on treats, just so easy, giving her them for nothing, nothing at all, right? Right? Uh-huh, 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 uh-huh. Yes, good girl. And she still thinks she's on the place, and you know what? Who cares? Because that's how she gets Natalie to give her treats. Having said that, don't be like Natalie. Ha-ha! Natalie's shade disappeared, so Natalie doesn't know what to do now. The shade has disappeared. All right. That used to be practice was pretty much every toy she likes and everything that she does, or everything that she does not like. So she did not like that pupper too much, but here we go. I mean, she was okay with it, not really enjoyed it. And we love the balls. And you need to play and make her stay while you're doing whatever that is. Wow, you again almost made it to the crate. Natalie, if Carrie hits the dog with it all the time, Natalie is putting them all in the crate. You guys have your own special talents. Perfect. Yeah, that toy needs to be um that way. I think he's already dead. It's like. So the next thing you're gonna throw it is in the garbage, okay?
No.
I think she was repositioning, but that's still not, she really shouldn't be. She's in a downstay, so. That was one of the hardest things, though.
Good.
Seriously, we need to get rid of that toy.
You? Okay.
Good girl, good girl, good girl. Good girl. Yeah.
Stormy, place.
So leaving
No.
is an important part, especially for her. So as you can see, she anticipates pretty much everything, Smarty Pants. Having said that, we've been putting her on a much longer place after this because she's like, well, you done your talk, so I can go. No, you cannot. You're cute as a button. However, your dog is way too smart for itself. So always make sure that you don't make any kind of associations with her.
No.
And that she keeps her butt on the place. So, although normally we would already release the dog, we are not going to release her because she's keep getting the boundary all. No, yeah. Now we're doing whatever it is that we're doing, keeping ourselves busy. So, just keep it there as long as you can. With no keeping her there, she's really not in trouble. However, those associations must go. There was a treats drop there this morning. There was a whole bunch of treats dropped. We picked it up, but it still smells, so she's all over that. Yeah, you're making it to yourself. You would already be free. You ain't free because, yep. And we always like to restart the dog. So Natalie, you're gonna actually go outside, just step outside like you were. Don't have to spend too much time there. Come back and leave her again. You're not doing anything with her. No treats, no nothing. Just stay right there. And then come back and just pass by her. So you always kind of restart it and see if she breaks it again. Just thought about it. Now on the place, she can stand, she can turn around, she can do whatever the heck it is, except that she can't get off that place. And finally, we can go release her. She's like, yeah, whatever.
Okay, let's go. You?
She's actually a bigger dog. You can go further. We can see her. And Natalie, we're doing the back and forth, so about turn needs to be a little sharper.
Got it. No, you. Good. 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 Okay.
Please try to drop from above her head and everything. Because a lot of time that's what gets them. And tugging away, that's a kind of norm for every one of them, is because it's much easier to deal with it if I don't look at it. If I'm not looking at it, that's not there. Although she can smell it, obviously.
Okay. No.
You shouldn't go for it. No would suffice. Should just try to see if licking it, it's okay. I mean, I'm just licking it. And if it gets stuck to the tongue, oh well.
Okay.
Oh, she didn't even see it in the beginning. I don't believe my happiness.
Okay.
Whee! Whee!
You. Good. 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 Down. Good. No.
Yeah, that's the popping up we're talking about. difference between the place and the downstay is the fact that she cannot really move on the downstay. She has to maintain the same position that Natalie left her in, and the elbows needs to be on the same exact spot. So there's no crawling, there's no turning around, there's no, I mean, there is only like getting comfortable, and pretty much that's okay. But that's about it. So whereas in a place she can, the only thing, like I said, we worked about is the popping up for the treat, and she might do this again now. We'll see. She does it 90% of the time. No, she did not. Awesome. Good job. And drop that leash and walk away again, the same position you were before. So we wanted to release her, but we couldn't because she decided to release herself. So not only have to go all the way back, because that cannot be ignored. Because if she's gonna release herself after she gets a treat, then, you know, why are we even here? She can just do it all by herself. And we're not gonna make it as long this time around. It's just important that she does not release herself. She needs to wait until she's been told that she can go. And we basically don't really do a stay or whatever. We just saying down is,
Okay.
you're gonna be down until somebody said to you otherwise.
Okay. Okay. No. Okay. Okay. No. Okay. No. No. Okay.
That should have been no again.
No. 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 Okay. 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 Huh?
The dog prefers me, so I have to kind of work it over, because I am with them all the time and I train them all the time. So, but the whole point is she has to work for Natalie. So that's the whole point. So that's why Natalie is the one doing pictures.
Huh? Good. Okay. Come.
Wrong person.
No. Come.
Good. That was a good thing. That's how it's supposed to handle.
Good. Okay.
She might want to do something. So let her. Maybe that. Just. Okay. There you go. Personal time. We'll always do that first thing when the dog is really excited and really doesn't want to do the calm and everything. So that's why we videotape the first first when we get her out with Natalie. Obviously, she's been already out with me and all that, but. Well, we're still walking and pooping.
Come. No. Come.
Wrong person again, and that happens.
Boy.
So that's no big deal.
Okay.
And in the beginning, when you walk together and you try to work with them together, it was a very chewy piece.
Come.
Try to just do like one at a time, work with her,
Okay.
because when you start calling her from different people and all that, she gets all confused sometimes. So just like
Come.
one day, one call.
No. Come.
Good.
Boy. Okay.
So when you're together, when she's young, just try to do it one at a time. So sometimes, you call a couple times. Sometimes she calls a couple times. So just kind of, make it patterns, because patterns are easier to accomplish on a puppy. Then later on, makes no difference. She'll come whoever calls her. It's just for young animals, just like children. Patterns are really much easier to accomplish than anything else.
Okay.
Step back. Excellent. And there's a knot on the leash, Natalie. So, not now, but later on. Please take care of it.
Come. Boy.
She loves trucks and cars and all that.
Good boy.
She
Okay.
just wants to go for them. Yes, I know. In them and all other things.
Come. Boy. Boy. You got it. I got it. Okay. Come.
Goodness.
Did you do it right?
Goodness.
Okay. Good. Come. Boy.
All right, Natalie.
Okay.
We're good.
Done.